Guests. The last time I was called to speak before DSM students was, oh look, 11 years ago. Right. Now, what do you guys remember of your De La Salle days? Sorry? Maths teacher. Why do I remember my maths class? I know my math was so special, but okay, I remember going to the bathroom every math class and singing. Just singing. I made up my own songs, my own words, and imagine I was performing in a concert, unaware that people outside could hear me. I remember always being in second place. Why I wasn't bothered not being in first puzzles me to this day. And I remember holding it against Marielle, or Marie, when she replaced me. I became third, she became second for like a week or two. I still hold it against her to this day. But one of my favorite memories, however, consists of peeking into another classroom and seeing the French alphabet scrawled on the blackboard, the C with a tail, the E with a hat. And I told my dad, "Can I learn French, please?" That didn't happen to La Salle. Heureusement, plus tard dans ma vie, j'ai eu pour vocation de l'apprendre. Anyway, that meant later in life I had a lot of opportunities to learn it. And yes, I'm happy now. The title of my speech in its entirety is early childhood education important to a child's development and future success? Now that's long and banal and prosaic, but there is an answer to this question. Early childhood education has been proven to provide long-term benefits. To save you the trouble of browsing through studies online, early education, i.e. what has happened in DLS to all of us, has led to an increase. First of all, an increase in 7 to 8 IQ points, good for you. Fewer people repeating grades and taking special education, increasing long-term academic achievement and high school graduation rates, and decreases in adult crime. In fact, in America, for every dollar invested in early education, $11 to $60 were made back, were returned. Now, do you know who had a Montessori education in all of us? Anybody? Any celebrity? Famous personality? I'll tell you. Larry Page. Anybody know who he is? Really? Yes, not one. Not bad. That's one of the list. Larry Page, the co-founder of Google. Alan Rickman. Have you heard of him? The guy who played Severus Snape. The Harry Potter series. Yes, the Harry Potter series like this. Right. Roger Federer. I don't have to tell you who he is. And Jimmy Wales. Anybody heard of Jimmy Wales? What website do you use to research stuff? Wikipedia, the co-founder of Wikipedia, he was brought up in a Montessori educational environment. So, yeah, plainly said, we are better off having had a Montessori education. And for all of you alumni and alumni, think for a moment the immense responsibilities of our teachers back then. Mouths to feed, minds to guide, dirt to clean after, individuals to correct, to influence, and to care for. For this and for many things forgotten and unnoticed, here I am, here we are, a decade later or so. Thank you for our roots, for everything. I am tremendously grateful for having had this start in life because, in part, it formed me into what I am today. However, my answer to whether early childhood education is important for future success is, I don't know. I have no idea. It's a challenge to know where the tiniest choice and action at that stage of life will lead us. DLSM is a factor out of the mashup of factors that make us who we are. It is not, however, the point of no return that seals our fate. Where you end up is of your will and your freedom to pick. You may not feel successful now. I certainly don't. But having you here, live, well-dressed, and able to see, able to look at mini-yous from the past, that's beautiful. Not knowing the answer to the question of your future success is part of the adventure because you get to decide what the answer is. There are people like Efren Peña Florida. Anybody knows who he is? Yes, you do. That's good. Right, Efren Peña Florida. You know Pope Francis? More or less. 1.2 billion Catholics. Yes, you know who Sojourner Truth is? Sojourner Truth. She was a women's rights activist and an abolitionist, one who did, who wanted slavery to be banned in the United States. And you have Oprah Winfrey, who is Oprah Winfrey. All of these people had humble origins and humble parents. Look at them, and look at where they are today. My point is, education is not as important as other people would have it to be. It is up to you. It is up to how you use your education and your opportunities in life. So, I hope that you never stop learning things. From YouTube, Tumblr, tao lang po, that's my URL, books, movies, and podcasts. Because knowing things is a miracle. I hope you find your passion and purpose, the things that drive you and invigorate you. I hope in this difficult world that the choices you will make lead you to a great life, led by God or Allah or whatever you believe in. Just always keep in mind that villa in Mankul, where we were once students, where we first learned things and met each other, barely conscious of what was ahead of us. And thank you.